when you start DoorMaster, it starts up to this page here, very much very similar to the CabMaster. You can fill in your job details, what your job number is, what your client is once you set up your client data, if there's a reference number, say demo 1, materials, colour, is it finished on one side, both sides, what colour is it? You know, it could be antique white, edging profile. You can set up a whole range of edging profiles and things like that as well. You can also set up all your pricing and things like that in it. Then what you do is you can choose through your library, which you can set up for yourself as well. Choose say the Albany door, double click on the icon, quantity, I want 3 at, you type in your sizes by widths, depends what size they are. If you're happy with that, push F12 and it will automatically add it to the list of doors you've got down there. So I want 5 at 1250 by 650. Looks a little bit too big. You can very simply in here also change F12, add it in. You can very quickly choose something, choose a nice looking door. Very easily change once you've got this door in here. Once you've got the size, you can change your borders if you want to make something different, so you can see how it's changed at the top up here. You can also change different shapes, such as instead of a chamfer I'll have a scallop, or I'll have an arc. I'll turn profile off and on one of the corners. How many veins do you want down the sides? What size arc do you want? You can very simply change, as long as it can fit into it. Just having a chamfer as well. Where do you want it? How do you want it to happen? How many veins do you want in there? If you do something silly, have 4 in there. It's all how do you want to get it to suit. So all you're doing is answering questions. If you want radiuses in the top corner up here, so you can see if I make this radius a lot larger, you can see the size of the radiuses on the outside profile. So you can turn things off and on very easily as well. So all you're doing is answering questions, and any of these parameters in here you can change. You can also save that into your library. So you can turn off the edging profiles as well. So you can save all of these parameters into your library, so it's a door that you use quite regularly, or a size you use quite regularly, and once you've done it, hit F12. So anything you save in your library you can use on a regular basis. Pull out, say I want 4 doors of those ones at, it might be 725 high, F12. So you can very simply add in all your different doors. So we choose a different door now. This is the one I want. So something like this, also you can say, well, I want to have 2 profiles down. If you make the door slightly larger, let's make it a larger door. So I want to have 2 down by say 2 across. What's the bar width, which is the width between them? Do I want to add a bottom pane? If it's a tall door, you can add in a bottom pane with an arch. Door's not quite tall enough to really show that one properly. You can also come in here and say divide arc panes, so it actually brings them all into one. Shoulder height, make this one slightly larger. Blend ratio, so that's the ratio between the first arc and the second arc. Shoulder height, if you want to have a shoulder on the outsides of the doors, it's a flat on the outside here. So it's very simply, once again, to say, it's not an arc door, it's a square door. It has bottom arc, now it's flat on the bottom. How do you want to do it? All you're doing is answering questions. And once you've got the door you like, once again, F12, it'll add it straight into the list, our cutting list. And we'll add in different ones of those ones at a different width. F12, they're now in there as well. So you can see in here is our widths, our heights, edging profiles, quantity of doors. So you can very easily keep going through and say I need another one of those. And there's a whole range of different doors through this list in here. But you can build them all up yourself as well, from just flat panel doors to different profiles, different shapes, different styles. So what do you want to do? Also within here, the way it actually works is you can specify different tooling. So you can specify different tooling, different cutters at different depths. Now you normally have these toolings set up, which are a lot more descriptive. All we've got here is we draw the one profile, then we say what depth is it and what offset is it. So here's our first one. So it's 0, so that's the outside one there. Then all the other ones, so you actually specify the height and depth, or the offset and the depth of each different cutter. Of each different cutter. So that's how you mix your different cutters, from your different profile cutters to your square cutters to your chamfered cutters. So it could be a yellow cutter, depending on what type of cutters you use and what names they are. All different brands are called different things. Once again, you can do something very similar like this as well. Add that one in. There's all of our door list. Let's close that one down. So we now have our door list. We can see what we've got, quantities, and all of our details of the doors. Once we've produced our door list, the next thing to do is push F8, and it will very simply produce all of your DXF files for nesting. You then go into NRoute and nest the doors. So that's all you need to do in here. That's very, very simple. You can set up as many doors as you like in the library. You can predefine any sizes, any profiles, any edge profiles, internal shapes. It's very, very easy to use, very quick. Add in your doors, push F8, and it outputs to NRoute. So that's all there is in DoorMaster. It's a very easy package to use. And once you've done, you can also come back into these and change the sizes. If you want to do something different, you can change them all once again in here. So it's very easy to use, and that's how you do it. Thanks very much.